What's up, guys? I got a notification saying I almost got blocked. I don't know what for. I didn't know that. I didn't know. I knew. It was an accident. So I tried to go live real quick again. I tried to go live and they let me. So I'm not gonna fuck around with no more with the other shit. We gotta go with public domain on YouTube. We're not allowed to just play all these movies like we were on Facebook. I forgot. So I don't have that much public domain footage. So if I have to sit here and watch the same movies that we watch that make us sick that I've already watched, I'm already sick about watching them before, let alone if I watch it now, that I wouldn't be no more crazy or less crazy or watching House on Haunted Hill for the 400th million time, let alone the 400th million time and one. So, you know what I'm saying? Just as long as we can keep it active and live, we're good. It beats staring at the walls. I'm just gonna try to run, not get a copyright strike. If I already didn't, we gotta behave now. We gotta be real crazy again.
I'm coming.
We gotta watch the same crazy shit until like a day or two until I get back on Facebook. What's up, Melissa Elizabeth? Yeah, Vincent Price movies.
I'm looking for an artist.
Nell Marie.
Henri Redin.
Greg Jamerson.
No, it's a personal matter.
Tell Kate Caterson I can't contact her. I can't write nobody back or heart nobody. I can't write nobody. Amy Bradinsky, Amy Bell, Ali Bradinsky.
All right.
Amy Spivey. I like to get them right when I say them.
Upstairs?
Greg
I'll
Jamerson.
show you.
Everybody.
But I promise nothing.
I love you guys. Whoops. That was an accident.
He's been locked in his room for a week. When I knock, he tells me to go away. Painting a
My friend Amber Lynn McMahon, she ain't give me no.
Or drinking.
I ain't tie my shoelace.
Or taking
I'm not
drugs.
doing good right now.
He is full
I like
of
to tie my
fun.
shoelaces.
Well, many painters have
Find
lived
the
in this
food.
castle,
I just walked
but
around my
none
friend's house,
like
Amber
Radha.
Lynn, and
This
I can't find the
masterpiece is
food
spoke
that
of.
she gave me. I came in
Have
here
you
with a
seen
whole
it?
bag of food. I
I
can't
do
find
not
it.
wish to see it, monsieur.
Makes me mad.
His
I've
work is
actually
evil.
been looking for it for
Perhaps
about
some
20
news.
minutes now.
There is no evil in
What could I have done
nakedness.
with a whole bag of
Oh,
food?
but Radin, he paints monsters. He sketches at night in graveyards.
I can't barely tie my shoes because my
Last night he
brain
did the portrait
won't
of the
calm
monk.
down.
His model was a corpse. He called his painting Still Life. Huh? Monsieur Radin, open the door. You have a visitor. You see, he will not answer.
Perhaps he's ill. Better use your key. Please open the door, madame. I insist.
And by what right, monsieur?
I am his father.
Oh.
Why would he kill himself? His last picture. And he finished it.
Perhaps the picture finished him.
That's a cheesesteak, some
Yes, the painting did finish
some
its
stuff.
morbid
That's well, that's a
creation,
cheesesteak.
but I
It's a
can
sound. I
assure
don't
you
know
that
what
our
it is, but I'm
story
gonna
is
eat
not
it. It looks
finished.
good.
Oh no, it's only just begun.
It's got like some sour Sweet potatoes. I'll find out. Good.
Think of that. This painting is over 100 years old, and yet real blood still glistens on the scythe of the Grim Reaper, which by no mere coincidence is the title of our story for tonight. How strange indeed that the immortality sought by a mad artist should assume the form of death. But even stranger are the fearful consequences to these others whenever the Grim Reaper's scythe drips blood. Our principal players are William Shatner, Natalie Schaefer, Elizabeth Allen, Scott Merrill, Fifi Dorsey, and Henry Daniel. You've seen the harbinger of evil. Someone is in mortal danger as sure as my name is Boris Karloff. Stay where you are. I'll join you as you wait and watch.
This is banging. I don't know what it. Sweet potato pie or some shit. And then it's some pasta. And it's like a chicken bread. This was where she worked. That's really good. Thank you, Amber. If you don't know who Amber is, you probably know her now. That, you know, she's just my friend, my buddy. I introduced her to her, you know, her baby dad. They argue and they blame me. And then I tell them I'm the king. They're like, okay. The king hooked us up then, I guess. Yeah. Your kids are my favorite kids less than my own family kids.
Just fine. Is everything all right?
Oh, never better. Why?
Well, I had a bit of a shock when
People
I
think
drove up.
like,
I thought something might have
if
happened.
I wonder, do I play with swords and do this around kids? Yeah.
I just bought it.
You bought it?
Yes, and it was a great bargain, too. The salesman told me it's in perfect
My
condition.
nieces and nephews.
The only person who ever drove it was a little old corpse from Pasadena.
My little brother's more
That's a
mature
joke,
than me.
dear. Oh, well,
I'm
maybe
not
not
mature.
really a joke. But I think it's good publicity.
You mean you actually drive a hearse?
Well, yes, especially when the photographers are here. You know, one of the picture magazines is sending out a crew to do a spread on the house. Oh, wait till you see it inside.
We still got Captain Kirk in the house.
Come on in. We mustn't let fresh air into the house.
This is my dude right there.
Well, what do you think?
Who designed this place? Charles Adams?
I cannot tell a lie. I did it with my little hatchet.
I don't get it.
Oh, Paul, dear. To you, I'm just good old Auntie B. And a bit of a kook, right?
Oh, I know.
Never mind. But you must remember that to the public, I'm Beatrice Graves, author of 27 hardcover mysteries, 11 screenplays, and 3 television series based on characters that I created. So it pays off to be a bit of a character myself. Well, now do you get it? This is showbiz.
Now I see. You had me a bit worried. Buying this old barn, calling it Gravesend.
Oh, I'd much rather have called it Bedside Manor. But Gravesend seems so much more appropriate. You must always play up the name, you know.
You still call yourself Beatrice Graves?
Oh, yes, of course. It's lots easier than Beatrice Graves and Peugeot, Canston, Stantler, Molson, Keller.
4 husbands.
5, darling. You're forgetting Keller.
Keller, where does he come in?
Right through there. Darling. Oh. Oh, darling. Oh, no, really, not in front of company. Come on, I want you to meet my nephew, Paul Graves. And this is Gerald Keller, my newest husband.
Good meeting you, Paul.
Gerald Keller.
Jerry.
I thought so. Haven't I seen you on television?
Very likely if you've been watching all the wrong shows.
You don't have to worry, Paul. I'm giving it up. I played the charming, boyish murderer for the last time.
Oh, that's a pity. Carolyn will be disappointed.
Carolyn?
Carolyn Thomas, my landlady's daughter. She's madly in love with Gerald.
Oh, she is she? Well, why don't you bring her around so Gerald can meet her and I can scratch her eyes out?
No, Aunt B, that's no way to talk about a 10-year-old child. I've got a better idea. Gerald, why don't you give her your autograph? Just sign your name right here. I know that'll give her a big thrill.
Yeah, I've got to be nice to my public.
The only reason I married him is because I'm so fond of ham. Darling, come and let me show you the best. Aren't you coming on the grand tour, dear?
Not this time. I think I'll go upstairs and finish some letters.
All right.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it? How's it sound? Is it lagging?
Well, what do you think of it?
Very impressive, but very expensive to keep up.
I decided that I could afford a few luxuries at my age.
I wasn't talking about the house.
Neither was I. Paul, I did so hope you'd
What's up,
understand.
Melissa?
Oh, I do, Aunt B. I didn't come here because of Gerald.
I wondered about that. You haven't seen me in over a year, not since I came back from Europe. What made you decide to visit me? Must be something important.
It is, Aunt B, very important.
Do you need money?
No, I've never asked you for money, you know that.
You still have that silly little accounting business, making out income tax returns for rich businessmen who can't even add or subtract.
I get along. It's not my problems that brought me here, Aunt B. It's yours that worry me.
Problems? But I haven't any problems.
But you have, Aunt B. I must talk to you.
Not now.
Oh, excuse me.
I love this.
It's
shit.
quite all right, Dorothy.
I didn't mean to intrude.
This is my nephew, Paul Graves. Dorothy Linden, my secretary.
Mr. Graves.
Well, I got
do you do,
downloaded.
Miss Lennon?
Dorothy does all my typing and most of my spelling as well.
Well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to take on another job today.
What's that?
Cooking.
Oh, don't tell me Emma quit. Well, she can't walk out on me like this. I'll go and talk to
She
her.
left this noon right after lunch.
Without even having the decency to say goodbye to me?
Well, you were in the library, Mrs. Graves, and she said she just couldn't go in there because of it.
It.
What's it all about?
Come on, I'll show you.
What are you
What's
playing?
the matter?
Bag? Whoa.
Don't tell me you're afraid of it, too.
Perhaps.
You make it sound like you're concealing some sort of monster in there.
Come see for yourself. Well, what do you think of
It's horrible.
it? Were you expecting Whistler's mother?
Please don't joke about it.
But it is a joke. Now let me tell you what this is.
I know what it is. Henri Rodin's painting The Grim Reaper.
And you must have read about it in the papers.
Yes. That's why I came.
Quite a story, wasn't it? I knew it'd pay off when I bought the picture. I hit the wire services all over the country.
You've got to get rid of it.
Get rid of it. With the picture magazine coming out to do a spread, why, they'll eat this out.
Maybe I'm telling you for your own good.
Ah, now you stick to being an accountant or a no accountant. I know what's good for me. This is publicity.
Will you listen to me?
Something wrong?
Yes, with my nephew's pointed head. He wants me to get rid of the picture.
Well, you've got to admit it's a bit on the morbid side.
Apparently you don't know the history of this painting.
Only what B told me about the absent-minded artist.
Absent-minded.
Yeah, like he hung himself instead of the picture.
This is nothing to joke about. Let me tell you.
All right, all right. We might as well sit down and let Paul do the Morris the Explainer bit. That's a show business term, dear. The character in the trench coat who comes on and tells how the murder was committed. He's Morris the explainer. All right, Morris, the floor is yours.
I'll make this as short as possible. According to the record, this picture was painted in 1848. Since that time, it's had 17 owners. 15 of them have met with a violent or mysterious death.
You mean you paid a small fortune for a picture that has a jinx on it?
Not a jinx, Gerald. A curse.
Oh, that's fantastic.
The story of this painting is a matter of factual record. The moment I heard that Aunt Bee had bought the painting, I remembered newspaper articles. I dug up his whole history in the research department of the library.
And then you came out here to warn me like a good little boy. Is that it? Oh, Paul, don't you think I know all this? That old story about the curse has been running in the Sunday supplements for years.
Then why did you buy it?
Well, for precisely that reason. Think of the news angle. Mystery writer defies ancient curse.
Then you don't believe the stories?
Oh, I believe the people died, yes. But the former owners of this painting were military leaders and European nobility. Just the sort who would die violent deaths.
Well, what about all those other curse stories? The Hope Diamond. The people who died after opening King Tut's tomb.
Just coincidence. No curse. You might as well say that the Declaration of Independence carried a curse. Of course, everybody who signed it died.
Well, I guess we can all relax.
You're forgetting one thing. Aunt Bee, you say you know the history of this painting.
Of course I do.
Then how do you explain the stigmata?
Stigmata?
Isn't that a religious term? When holy men or sacred relics suddenly start to bleed? But this isn't a religious painting.
No, it's not a religious painting. Unless the man who painted it worshipped death. Who knows what went on in Henri Rodin's twisted mind when he created this nightmare. But one thing we do know, 15 of the people who owned this painting met with a sudden, unexpected, violent death. And each was warned.
Oh, how? You mean somebody told them?
The painting told them. Every time someone's about to die, the painting begins to bleed.
Oh, you're making this up. Isn't he Mrs. Graves?
Of course, I've heard that story. The art dealer told me that...
Couldn't it be true?
Oh, no. Superstitious nonsense.
What do they mean when they say the picture bleeds?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe Aunt Bee is right. It does sound fantastic. They say this is the Grim Reaper, the angel of death. And he gives a warning. You see the scythe he carried? Whenever anyone is about to die, the blade of that scythe begins...
That's the word he used, in French, of course. Then he insisted on 150,000 francs.
And Mr. Keller.
Dorothy seems to think you've had enough to drink.
Don't be silly, darling. I called him a bandit. I told him that crime doesn't pay that well, not even on television. And then we compromised for 100,000.
You paid 100,000 francs for that obscenity.
Don't get so excited, Paul. I'm rather fond of the old Reaper. You know, art is like marriage. I don't know very much about men, but I know what I like.
It's very good brandy. You sure you want to have some, Paul? Cognac's the same as a woman. At its very best between the ages of 25 and 40. 50.
I'm cold out here. I'm going into the library. Bring the brandy, dear. Aren't you coming with me, Paul?
No, Auntie, I'm going up to my room.
Well, that's a little progress. At least we're on a first-name basis.
What's the idea of sneaking up on me like that?
I'll give you 3 guesses.
This is no time for clowning.
But I'm not clowning. If you just give it a chance, I can prove it.
You promised to leave me alone.
I guess I'm just a forgetful type.
Well, let me remind you then. You're a married man.
You don't have to remind me.
How can you be so cold-blooded? Aren't you concerned about what happened?
Of course. That's why I'm here. I was worried about you.
Well, you ought to be worried about your wife. Didn't you notice at dinner?
She always drinks at dinner.
Not like this. I'm afraid she's going off the deep end again.
Who are you going to call?
Dr. Bryce.
Don't bother.
But if he came up, he could calm her nerves down, give her a shot.
Let her get her shots from the brandy bottle. That'll calm her soon enough.
Gerald, she's your wife.
No, she isn't. She's married to the brandy bottle. She doesn't know how I feel about you. And if she did, she wouldn't even...
Get out of here. Get out!
Okay. I can take a hint.
For some air.
I know. I'm afraid we're all a bit tense tonight.
My aunt seems very upset. Does she always indulge herself this much?
Your aunt works very hard. Writing is a great strain on a nervous temperament. Actually, she's been much better lately, but tonight...
Yes, I know. It's my fault.
You did disturb her.
I had to tell her the truth. But painting is dangerous. Why can't she believe me?
I'm sure she does believe you. That's why she drank so much tonight.
Drinking is no solution. We've got to do something about this.
What do you suggest?
We must get rid of the picture. We must destroy it before it destroys her.
She means a great deal to you, doesn't she?
And Bea is the only relative I have in the world. And I love her. That's why it's important to me. She must be protected.
Then why don't you talk to her? Right now.
I
Maybe she'll listen to you.
She must listen.
I think she's still in the library.
Whoa.
Aunt B? Aunt B?
What do you want? Looking for a drink? Help yourself.
No thanks, Aunt B. I never touch it.
Oh, yes, that's right. You don't drink. You don't do anything. What are you anyway? The world's oldest Eagle Scout?
Please.
I know.
Aunt B,
I know you're here to do your good deed for the day. Who sent you anyway, Gerald? Or the girl?
neither one.
I should know better than that. They don't care what happens to me, just so long as it happens soon.
What do you mean?
Don't you think I know they want to get rid of me?
Oh, Aunt B, you're...
Go ahead and say it. I'm drunk. Maybe that's why I'm drinking. Because I know the truth.
I can't speak for your husband, but I have talked to Dorothy, enough to know that she's really fond of you and very worried.
Oh, Paul, you're a fool. Can't you see the girl's angle? You're supposed to talk to me about my drinking. Maybe even persuade me to go into a sanatorium for a nice, long rest cure.
Perhaps it would help.
I know one thing it'd do. It'd leave the two of them here, alone together. Now do you understand?
If you believe that, why do you allow the situation to go on?
Because I'm a fool, too. I love my husband. Funny, isn't it? Rich old dame, worthless young. Great plot for a murder mystery.
Aunt B, the stigmata, we've been warned. Something could happen.
Go ahead and say it.
Say what?
The line. It's in all the mysteries.
You've got to believe me.
That's it. That's the line. You've got to believe me. That's what our hero always says to the police. Just before the murder. Nobody ever believes him. And then, all of a sudden, before you know it,
Look, this is nothing to joke about. The picture gave us a warning this afternoon.
yes, the picture.
Then you do believe me?
Perhaps.
Well, aren't you afraid? Sitting here alone like this, staring at that face?
Skulls have no faces, Paul. And death has no terrors. Not for me. Death is just a business partner.
Business partner.
Of course, that's what he is. I made a fortune working with Death. He's in all my stories. Oh, he can't scare me.
Aunt B, listen to me for the last time. You've got to get rid of that picture.
We'll talk about it tomorrow. Now go on upstairs to bed.
What about you?
I'll be up in just a little while. Well, what are you waiting for? Go to bed.
I don't like the idea of you being here all alone.
I'm not alone. I've got all the company I need. Here's to you, old buddy.
Aunt B, I don't want to make a
Oh,
mess.
leave me alone. That's better. Just the two of us. Nice and cozy. Well, here's to crime.
I couldn't sleep. I heard a noise in the hall, so I came out, and that's what I saw.
What's the matter?
Sorry to have put you through this, folks. An inquest can be pretty rough.
We understand, Sergeant. Under the circumstances, you had no choice.
Well, at any rate, it's over now. I just want to stop and say thanks for your cooperation. And to offer my condolences to you, sir.
Thank you.
And to you. Your aunt was a wonderful woman.
Yes, she'll be missed.
Sergeant, before you go, there's something I must ask you.
Yes?
The coroner's jury brought in a verdict of accidental death. Do you accept it?
What else would it be? Are you hinting?
I'm not hinting anything. I'm asking the sergeant a question. Do you accept that verdict?
Yes, I do. We all know she'd been drinking. Stairway was dark, she stumbled, fell.
I'm not talking about how she died. I'm talking about why.
What do you mean, why?
Sergeant, the picture warned us something was going to happen.
Please, you're only upsetting yourself. The sergeant knows all about the picture.
Believe me, miss, we did everything we could. The lab man went over the picture with X-ray and microphotography. There wasn't a trace of blood.
But we saw it. Paul, tell him.
I already have. I'm afraid he doesn't believe me any more than Aunt Bee did. But it's true, Dorothy's right. There is a curse on the picture. That's why my aunt died. If there was only some way I could prove it to you.
Believe me, if you find out anything at all, I'll be glad to listen. Meanwhile, the verdict stands. I'm sorry, miss.
May I show you out, Sergeant?
Paul, I'm frightened.
There's nothing to be afraid of. It's all over now.
Is it? Maybe it's just begun.
You're imagining things.
The picture is real, and the blood was real. And Gerald is real.
Gerald?
Oh, you didn't know about him, did you? The way he was always after me. Oh, Paul, he only married you on for her money.
Dorothy, that's a very harsh accusation. You have no proof.
Your aunt is dead. That's proof enough for me. You told her to get rid of the picture. Oh, you were wrong. She should have gotten rid of Gerald.
You don't know what you're saying.
Oh, yes, I do. I tell you, it isn't safe to stay in the same house with that man. Now, you can do what you like, but I'm leaving.
Leaving? What's this all about, my dear? You can't leave now. We have a visitor. Sir?
I don't understand. Who is this man?
Mr. Phillips is my late wife's attorney. He's here to read the will.
A necessary formality. Now, if you'll be seated, we can proceed.
You may use the desk if you like.
Thank you. Well, I believe that concludes our business. Are there any questions?
Let me make sure I've got this straight now. She left everything to me.
Exactly. You're the sole heir.
Oh, well, that hardly seems fair. Paul here. He's their only living blood relation.
I assure you the will was carefully and legally executed. As I told you, she made it out the week after you returned from your honeymoon. She loved you very deeply, Mr. Keller.
Yes, I know. Shall I see you out?
If you wish. Interesting painting you have here.
Yes.
I couldn't help but notice how the eyes seem to move.
Eyes? But there are no eyes in the picture.
That's odd. I could have sworn all the time I was reading the will that the figure in the painting was watching me.
Yes.
Are you sure you won't change your mind?
Quite sure.
I wish you weren't going.
I wish you were. Paul, it isn't safe to be alone with him.
Oh, I promised I'd stay on over the weekend with him.
Well, be very careful.
I'll call you in a few days when I get back to town. Yeah, I'll take these out to the car for you. Thought you went to bed an hour ago.
Yes, but I couldn't sleep.
Just nerves, I know. Why don't you try a sedative?
Sleeping pill? I don't have any.
I have just the thing. Here, try this.
Thanks.
Water?
You know I haven't closed my eyes since B died. I'm afraid to. I'm afraid if I do, I'll see this.
Forget it, it's just a picture.
How can I? The warning, the curse.
B was right, superstitious nonsense.
But you said so yourself. It's evil. There was blood on the scythe.
Not on the scythe, Gerald, on my finger. I never touched the painting.
It was all a trick.
I had to have an excuse to see B again. Dear Aunt B, so rich and so selfish. Only one way of getting any money out of her. By inheritance.
But I inherited the estate.
So you did. But it won't do you any good, I'm afraid. Once you're dead, I'm the only remaining relative.
What's that?
I just typed out your confession for the police.
My confession.
You admit you pushed her down the stairs.
But you killed her. I'd never sign that.
You already have. Remember the autograph you gave me when I first arrived?
You're never gonna wait for this. I'll deny everything.
You won't be able to, Gerald. It's more than just a confession. It's a suicide.
Suicide?
Exactly. How do you feel?
Well, thanks for your statement, Mr. Graves.
That's all right.
I guess there's nothing more to be said. At least now we know the truth.
Yes, now we know.
You plan on staying on here in case I want to get in touch with you later?
Actually, I plan to go back to my apartment in town. You can reach me there.
I can't say that I blame you. Mr. Graves,
Yes?
about that picture.
What about it?
I've been doing some thinking since you told me about that curse.
I'm
perhaps
stuffed.
You know how my aunt died? The picture had nothing to do with it. It's only a painting.
Oh, I suppose you're right. Just between the two of us, I'm glad you don't plan on staying in this house with it. Alone. Well, good night.
I was driving down the coast highway when I heard the report. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. There's nothing to worry about. The police just left.
You're leaving.
Yes. And now we can go back together.
Paul, just a moment.
What is it?
The picture.
You can forget about it.
That's just it. I can't forget about it. From the moment I heard
Thank
about
you.
Gerald, I knew what had to be done.
There's nothing has to be done. I've taken care of it all.
You've destroyed it.
Oh, of course not. I haven't touched it.
Well, if you won't, I will. It's evil.
Dorothy, wait.
Paul, this mustn't happen again. We'll get rid of it before we leave. We'll burn it in the fireplace.
No. Please don't go in there! There's nothing to fear. There's no curse.
Your aunt is dead. Gerald is dead, and you will die.
I made it up to frighten them. It's just a picture. That's all. An old picture. It doesn't really bleed.
You made it up.
Yes, there's no curse. The house, money, the picture, everything. I'll share it with you, money and secret. What's the matter? I told you, don't be afraid. There's no kind.
The picture! The arm! It's moving! Sergeant, thank heavens you came back.
I saw your car. I thought we'd better investigate.
He's in here.
Excuse me, miss. Good Lord.
It's through. Look, it is through.
What kind of a weapon could have done that?
Look at the picture.
When I first saw the white cliffs and the lighthouse beacon through the fog, I felt it calling out to me.
same time. As if waiting for voices of children playing or lives being lived. As if waiting for redemption. So? Today is the day we choose a house, Cynthia. I'm not going to spend another night in the motel.
Well, I just had to show you this old Victorian. I mean, if anyone's gonna run to classic like this, it would have to be a closet romantic like you.
Oh my God, I remember this place. We used to park up here when we were kids.
It was for lovers, all right. I remember my first time, right over there by that lighthouse.
Who was it lived here?
The Roths. Remember Clay Roth? They owned the big cannery. It's been vacant for a while.
Such a dream house. Why hasn't it been sold?
I could just never seem to close escrow. Just unlucky, I guess.
So why hasn't anyone lived here?
Oh, some kind of family tragedy. The daughter ran off. You know how superstitious folks are around here.
Just needs a little fixing up. Oh, I don't think this is the right house for us, Annalise. Let's go on back to town. No, I can spend the summer getting it ready. It is so far from town, and we only have one car. Mom, oh look. Come on, when are we gonna have to find a house that has this much soul?
Oh, this much does.
I don't know if we can afford it. All right, Cynthia, this is your chance to close the deal. How much?
900. 750, that's it.
Mom, no more excuses. Now we don't have to stay another night at the motel listening to the moaning in the next room.
I'll try to keep it down next time.
You should be so lucky. Well, you have managed to unload this white elephant on me.
It's a classic and you know it. Look at it, it's practically furnished with antiques.
You know, it looks like they just walked out of here and locked the door behind them.
He did. Guess he couldn't live with the memories.
Someone looking at me. Watching and waiting.
I've seen this movie a million times. Buried Secrets. You think I like Hallmark movies? I like Lifetime movies too. I bet you didn't know that. I bet you didn't know that. Maybe you did.
Yeah, Annalise Howard broke her heart. She was a light in her daddy's eyes.
I am so sorry about Frank. We all are. I mean, it was just so sudden. Well, the whole town is happy you came back home.
all right? I saw somebody laying down there. Laying down there. Is there one down there?
Honey, you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. I was dizzy looking down at the ground. That's all. Okay. Scared me to death.
If you're wondering what happened to my face, that little red spot, it's not as bad as it looks. I told you, I blow my nose a lot. I got a cold. So that's what that is. That my face is on my nose, and I didn't have tissues. I was at my cousin's yesterday, and it's like numb. My face, I had so many surgeries done to reconstruct my face back. When I blow my nose, I don't even feel my face. I got like no feeling in this thing. So I have a paper towel. It feels like I got real sore and it's real sore silver. Blow my nose. That's all. That's it. It's a little swollen, a little bit of skin more because I keep blowing my nose over and over, washing my face and hands, trying to keep clean. This is soft tissue. But I was at my cousin Gary's for like a week. And then a week after that, I was using Bounty tissues, like wiping my nose. Hard ass, rough paper towels I was using. I'm stopping now. You know, I always think when I blow my nails with paper towels, it ain't gonna do that, but it does that to my face. My nose is always like, it's always running.
Annalise.
I don't know what just happened or what you guys saw, but I'm gonna let you know because I don't shut up. I never shut up. Damn, I've been talking this long, man. What the fuck?
Watching and reading. Broke her heart. She was a light in her daddy's eyes.
Honey, I'm so sorry about Frank. We all are. I mean, it was just so sudden. Well, the whole town is happy you came back home.
Looking down at the ground. Okay. Scared me to death.
Somebody fell off a cliff. That's all I got right now. I said I've seen this movie 100 million times. Don't mean I understood it. You know what I'm saying?
Annalise. Annalise.
I got the attention span of a gnat.
You should have your coffee on the porch. It's a whole different place when the fog lifts. You look tired. How'd you sleep?
Weird dreams.
Like what?
Strange. I was standing on the edge of the cliff looking down. I saw this woman falling off. She looked at me with these dead eyes like I was the one who pushed her. And then I heard this voice in my bedroom calling my name.
Not this again, Anna. You've got to let your father go.
Mom, this has nothing to do with Dad.
You used to wake up in the middle of the night hearing him call your name. The therapist said this was a common dream for people in mourning.
This was a girl's voice. You're right. You're right, okay? It's just a dream.
Isabella? Clay Roth.
Hi,
Morning.
this is my daughter, Annalise.
Hi. We want to replant the garden if that's okay.
I'm not so sure I want the yard dug up.
Claire, I don't suppose you remember me. You were a little ahead of me in school.
Oh, of course. Laura, you were a cheerleader my last year.
And you were the star quarterback. And we all had a crush on you.
Well, the star quarterback ended up canning fish, I'm afraid.
Well, I think there's a big difference between owning a cannery and shoving fish into a can.
Not in the beginning, believe me. And I heard from Cynthia you ended up a successful real estate agent in Boston. Life sure has a way of turning the wheel.
Life is full of surprises.
Yeah. Well, great to have you back. I just wanted to make sure you had everything you needed.
Well, we'd like to fix up the house.
Of course. I'll tell you what, I'd like to help. Whatever tools and paint you need, you just charge it to me at the hardware store in town.
This flower garden must have been beautiful years ago.
It certainly was. My daughter planted it. It was very special to her.
Why don't you come inside a while? Every house has its little quirks, and you can show us how things work.
Well, to be honest, I haven't been back inside that house. Not since.
I'm sorry. I understand.
Why don't you come by my house in town? We'll talk then.
All right.
Bye. Mr. Roth?
Girl, you go ahead and replant that flower garden. That's a good idea. But do it over here by the porch. Ground out there by the cliff. Too dangerous.
Yo, that's scary. That scared the bejesus out of me.
See what?
This movie's scary as shit. What the fuck? I'm all scared. I didn't expect to be scared.
Annalise, what are you doing up there?
Nothing. I'm fine.
I have to do some work in the office to get ready for Monday. Why don't you come in and visit? I can only take Cynthia in small doses. Most of my conversations with her end up discussing her cup size and her need for male companionship. I'm just gonna walk around town. In a little while, everyone will know you. That's what's nice about a small town.
There's gotta be a library around here somewhere.
You spent half your life in a library.
Mom, I like to read.
Remember reading? It's down the street. So I'll meet you back here in about an hour.
She just moved into the house. So sad.
Good day. I'm Mrs. Greeley, the librarian. Are you finding everything you need?
Yes, but I can't seem to find the microfiche reel for the local newspaper about 5 years ago.
Oh, it might have been misplaced. I'll see if I can find it.
Oh, thanks.
You're new in town, aren't you?
Yeah, I just moved here. Annalise Phillum.
Oh my gosh. Where Laura's go. I've heard all about you. You folks, you moved into the old Roth place.
News travels fast around here, huh? Thanks.
I didn't know that house was fit to live in.
What I am is a pushy broad who can close a sale like no one's business. And you are going to deceive people into believing the office is classy. We're going to make money together.
Hey, partner. Now that I'm on the hook for this house, you gonna tell me the real reason it was never rented?
Well, some of the locals shy away because of the rumors.
Rumors?
Ann Rolfe fell off the cliff in the fog one night. And some folks say they didn't think it was an accident. Our ever-capable police department questioned the daughter, Mary. But Claire threatened them with lawyers, and the cops backed off. Mary was already under psychiatric care. After the mother died, she ran off. People in town felt like Mary was capable of anything. She was half crazy anyway. Her disappearing like that was a bad sign.
Even from a distance, I knew it was him. The boy painted on the wall of her room. But he wasn't a boy anymore.
You drive?
We need some gas. Can we get some service?
What do you need?
We need some gas.
This is really just a garage. There's a Super Save down the street. That's where most folks around here go.
Well, this is a gas station, right?
Yeah, I fix cars.
Well, it says gas out front.
How you supposed to fix gas?
Look, lady, nobody comes here for gas. My prices are too high, my gas is watered down, and I don't wash anyone's windows. If you don't mind, I got a business to run here.
You're Johnny, right?
Yeah. Johnny Toussaint, do I know you?
Well, Johnny, I want you to fill my tank. Would you do that for me? And then I want you to wash my windshield while I watch.
Yeah, if you say so. So, you folks just passing through?
We rented the Roth House. Up at the lighthouse?
Just here for the summer?
No. We're locals now. Do you know the Roths?
Everyone knows Mr. Clay Roth. He's the richest man in town.
Did you know his daughter?
Yeah, I used to see her around.
What was her name?
Her name was Mary.
Yeah. I guess she was an artist. She painted a guy on her wall of her room.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How much do we owe you?
$22 with the quarter oil.
Thank you for the service. Can you direct us to the Roth House?
Yeah, just take the coast road up to the cove. This is the newest house, you can't miss it.
Bye, Johnny.
Bye. Hey, what's your name?
Annalise. Annalise Phillum.
Bye, Annalise Fallon.
Looks like this town is having an effect on you. Huh? Well, you weren't exactly shy back then.
Yeah, I guess not. I just felt like I knew him.
It's a really beautiful place, Clay.
Well, it's mostly my wife's doing. She designed it and made it a home. Hey, girl, how do you like your house?
Oh, I love it. I like my room. A lot of good-looking guys plastered on the walls.
I know, Mary used to like to paint on the walls. I suppose I could send someone to paint it over.
No, I like it that way. It's fine.
You like horses?
Yeah, I used to ride with my dad all the time.
Well, come on, I'll show you.
I was hoping to meet your wife.
Oh, Danielle's with a patient, but she'll be out real soon. My wife Danielle's our local psychiatrist. And I bought this land because of Mary. She loved the pasture down by the river. She loved the horses.
That was her horse, wasn't it?
How did you know that?
What's his name?
She called him Midnight. They were always together.
There's Daddy. Hey. Give him a great big hug.
Yeah, big kid.
Oh, you must be Laura. I'm Danielle. Hi. Hi.
I want you to say hi to a couple of friends of mine. This is Annalise. This is her mother, Laura.
Hi.
Hi. What's your name?
Doofus.
Doofus, can you tell your other name?
Heather.
That's a pretty name. How old are you?
4.
She's a big girl.
So Clay tells me you two went to school together at White Cliffs. Well, actually, I only knew him from a distance. I was hoping you were an old girlfriend so you could tell me if he was always this stubborn.
Well, I've never been stubborn.
No, never. You really have a lot of fun here. Like those when you design.
Yeah, Be careful with that stallion, Annalise. He ran up on me just the other day.
Hi. Hey. Big guy. How are you? Hey.
I'll be damned. Never let anyone else get near him.
Annalise? I hear you're fixing up the old place. Yeah, we're replanting the flower garden. Well, if there's anything we can do to help, I'm sure our gardeners would... No, that's okay. I want to do it myself. I want to spend the summer restoring it the way it was.
You take
When
the
Mary
pony,
planted
I'll take the stallion.
You know, I shot a home video about 6 years ago. Shows the gardens exactly as they were.
it. I'd love to see it.
Well, come on. Look at all those flowers. See them all the way back there? Oh, that garden. It was her baby. There was always something blooming somewhere.
Thank you for coming to my party, everybody. Thank you, ladies.
Hey, over here.
Oh, Daddy, you and that camera. Come here, Daddy. Thank you for my necklace. Thank you. Wow, I got candles. They're beautiful.
Hi, baby. I love you.
Honey, please, let's turn it off. Sweet man, it is time to move on with our lives.
Mary planted those flowers. I should have taken better care of them.
We don't know when Mary will come home. We've got our own little girl to think about now. Clyde, please, don't do this to yourself. Who's there? Who's there? Mary? I thought you said you ran away. Does your father know you're here? What do you want?
Help me. Tell my father I'm here.
Well, why don't you just go to him? Tell him.
He can't hear me. He can't see me. No one can. Except you. I've waited for so long. Don't be scared.
I don't believe this.
You can't give
Don't scream. Everything's cool. Just don't scream. Okay?
Why do you have to scare me like that? You scared me.
I just don't want you to scream.
Don't ever grab me again.
Okay, I got it.
Why do you come here?
Just be alone. Think about things.
You sit alone up here in the dark?
Look, I'm sorry I grabbed you. I didn't mean to scare you. I want you going home.
It's because of her? Mary Roth?
What do you know about her?
She was your girlfriend, wasn't she?
For a while?
You and Mary met here?
All those summer nights. You're only 16. It's about the only thing I ever really cared about.
What happened to her?
Man, she just slipped away.
Listen, Johnny. Mary is still in that house.
Now you're mocking me.
No. I saw her. She's dead, but her spirit is still in that house.
Dad?
I felt what she felt. Loneliness.
What are you talking about?
She's been waiting for a really long time.
Waiting for what?
I think maybe you know. Why all the secrets?
Take my advice. Find another house. Forget all this ever happened.
Night, Johnny.
Thanks for bringing the tools by.
Yeah? You know, if this real estate thing doesn't work out, you can always get work in my place as a gardener.
Are you sure you wouldn't like a cup of coffee?
Oh, another time, Laura. Bye.
Bye.
I know you guys are having fun. Everybody's having fun right now. I love that you love me. I love that you love my cats. I love that. They're all here. They're all around me. They're all happy. I go boo boo. Boo boo.
played the piano beautifully. Full of feeling.
Daddy. Daddy, I was waiting for you.
My daughter played like that.
You have to believe in me, Daddy. I really need you, Daddy. You have to hear me.
How long have you played the piano?
I've never played before in my life.
My dad finally came back.
I know. He told us you ran away.
I'm still here. I tried to tell him, but he can't hear me.
How did you die?
They've been giving me these pills to keep me out of that house. Shh. I was in the bathtub. I must have fallen and hit my head. I remember the water turning red as I drowned.
Why are you doing this to me?
I can't leave here till they know the truth.
What truth?
Someone pushed her off that cliff.
Who killed her?
I couldn't see in the fog. When I got to the edge, she was already lying on the rocks.
I saw her.
She looked broken. Like a doll that fell.
The dreams I have at night.
They're not dreams.
Those are your memories, aren't they?
I'm trapped here. I've got to know who killed her so I can leave this house.
This really scares me. No.
Don't leave me! I thought you'd understand. I thought you'd help me. That's the only reason I let you stay in this house.
Like this movie, bro? I'm Brookie Bull.
Annalise's pupils weren't responding to the light quite the way they should.
Respond how?
Well, generally, the pupils constrict from the light. Hers are staring straight at me without flinching. She may have a slight concussion.
Oh, she's real lucky. That was a hard fall. She could have broken her neck.
I'd like to see her again very soon. If you could book an appointment first thing next week.
Thank you. She's never pulled a stunt like this before.
Strange. That stallion would let her ride like that.
Annalise, you really scared everybody the other night. I know, I'm sorry. Sometimes I think I'm sleepwalking. I don't remember doing things. I've never had these experiences before. Ever since my dad died. I've been getting worse here. Your mother tells me you've had trouble sleeping. When I fall asleep, I have the same dream. Tell me about the dream. I see a woman. She's falling off the cliff. Does the dream frighten you? It scared me at first, but now I know what Mary wants. Mary wants? She didn't run away, like they say. She's dead. If Mary is dead, how could she want anything? She told me. You should see her face right now. I know it sounds nuts, but I'm just telling you the truth. Annalise, your mother told me about the sudden death of your father. And on some level you must relate to Mary and the terrible loss she must have felt. Yeah, I relate. You know, when I talk to patients about the death of a parent, anger is always close to the surface, right below grief. Do you feel any anger? Sometimes. Do you feel angry at your mother? My father was mapping a cave in Mexico. 3 miles under the ground. He got lost. He wandered until he died. He was alone. In the dark. Your father's gone. It must hurt to know that you can't do anything about that. Mary's dad isn't gone. Maybe I can help her. What do you mean by that? Find out what really happened that night? Mrs. Vellum, you should consider renting a different house. The tragedy that took place there may be triggering guilt and emotion more powerful than she can handle. I'm going to give you some medication that may help prevent these kinds of episodes. I would also recommend that she be hospitalized for observation. A few weeks, she will be completely in my care.
Oh, I don't know.
Speaking plainly, Annalise could reach a breaking point.
I could take care of her myself.
Mrs. Vellum, Laura, what we both want is for Annalise to be safe at home with you. But if I feel she's a danger to herself or to others, it would be my responsibility to intervene. I would have no other choice.
Be careful.
I'll call you later to see how you're doing.
Well, I'll probably be in the garden, but I'll listen for the phone.
Don't forget your medicine.
See you later, Mom.
What are you doing here?
You didn't invite me in.
Yeah, I guess, for a minute.
It's definitely you. Chevy motor torn apart in the kitchen.
It's a Ford. Get that out of here pretty soon.
Good move. You know, you're gonna have to help out in this deal a little. I say something and you go ahead and say something. Gonna break the ice.
Seen the canneries across town? Stinks when you drive by. That's where I come from.
She was a little rich girl and you were the bad boy with tattoos, huh?
It was a long time ago.
She believed in you. When no one else did.
I don't want to talk about it.
You know, you want me to dislike you, but I see right through you.
Yeah, right.
They called you white trash, so you decided to prove them right.
You should open up your own palm reading shop.
You bought that gas station. You figured you'd make something of yourself. Try and make it right for her in this town. Going some nights to the lighthouse, alone in the dark, thinking about her.
Get the hell out of here.
You're afraid.
You're as crazy as she was.
You and I are the only ones who can help her. I need you.
How can I help her? You said she was dead.
Meet me tonight at the lighthouse.
I'm busy tonight.
You'll be there.
What makes you so sure?
Because you loved her.
You know, I want to ask you something. How come I can see you, and I can't see my father?
Well, maybe someday you will.
He was so full of life. I tried to picture him on the other side, but I can't.
Well, it's hard to reach across. I knew I'd give anything if I could touch Johnny one more time. I haven't seen him since that night he walked away from me.
All you need are my hands.
Do you think he'll know that it's me?
I don't think men are that observant.
Right here. Night. Good night. Johnny? Johnny?
I've been waiting an hour.
I'm sorry, it was hard getting out of the house.
You said I could help Mary. How?
Someone killed her mother.
Who told you that?
Mary told me.
What do you mean? You tell me she talks to you?
Yeah.
This is too weird for me.
You gotta tell me what happened. I need to know that I can trust you.
It didn't work out, that's all.
You let her on?
I didn't lead her on. I never promised her.
You're lying!
I cared about her.
She was waiting for you at the lighthouse, wasn't she? You told her that it was over.
It would have never worked out.
You told her that you loved her. She was hurting and you just cut her loose?
Clay Roth offered me a good job if I would stop seeing her. I was only 16. I didn't know what to do. When you come from my side of town, you gotta take what you can take. I never thought this would happen.
What happened?
When Mom came out of nowhere, saying Mary would never go with a punk like me. I walked away. When I turned back, Mary was arguing with her mom. She started freaking out.
You're not telling me something.
I think Mary pushed her off that cliff. I never saw her again. I thought she'd come back, but she didn't.
She would have come back to you. If she could. You gotta know that. Believe in that.
I haven't kissed anyone in a long time.
Anyone?
No one I cared about. Probably not that good at it.
I'm not complaining.
Your eyes.
There's the one thing that only Mary would know. One small little thing. Or a memory, or the way you two kissed.
Sometimes before she
Don't tell me. She would tell you how much she loved. Bones right along here. Delicate to her.
There's no way you can know that.
My God, Annalise, what are you doing out here? I'm okay. Oh, you scared me to death. Why are you doing this to me? Whose jacket is that? It's Johnny's. Did you spend the night with him? And if I did? You don't know anything about it. I know a whole lot about him. You don't know anything about guys like that. We're not really talking about me and Johnny, are we? We're talking about you. I fell for a boy just like Johnny, who loved to take risks. Everybody told me it was a mistake, that he would get killed on one of his crazy stunts. And they were right. You want me to be afraid? Like you? Well, I don't want to be like you. He left us alone. You're not hurt that he's dead. You're hurt that he left you alone. Why are you talking to me like this? Something is happening to me and you're not listening. You are fooling yourself. What? You don't believe in me. Just like you didn't believe in Dad. So it's your way or no way.
Oh, that's so bad, Woo. The getting big, bro. They getting big, bro.
Mary, what do you think you're doing? You just want Johnny for yourself. You think you could take him away from me? What are you talking about? I don't want you seeing him anymore. He's my boyfriend.
Why are you saying that?
I'm crazy. Didn't they tell you that?
Mary, did you kill your mother? Did you push her off the cliff?
You saw in the dream.
Oh my God.
He loves me, not you.
You're dead!
I want you out of my house!
Mom? She got off my arm. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. Stop right now. She's my head isn't open. Hello? Hello? 911? I need help. My daughter needs help. Please, quick.
I want to take her home. I need to prepare you before you go in, Laura. We had to restrain Annalise. She was so agitated. Oh, God. I wondered if we could talk to Annalise alone for a while.
Of course, I'll be just outside the door.
Thank you. Annalise, how are you feeling?
How did I get here?
Your mom brought you in. You had a pretty scary night last night.
Mary came after me.
Hey, girl. Oh my God. Annalise, what happened last night?
She got inside my head. She wanted to scare me.
Is Mary still talking to you?
I'm the only one who can see her. Or hear her. She wants me to help her. I know you don't believe me.
Well, I believe that you believe these things.
You think I'm crazy.
No. My job at the moment is to listen, not to judge.
You're right.
How does Mary want you to help her?
By finding out the truth.
Annalise, let us help you.
Mom, I know you don't believe me.
I'm just scared, that's all.
We got done struggle.
Clay, please, we are trying to help her.
You look at her, she's calm now.
Annalise, we want you to take this medication. It'll help you clear your head.
No. No, please. This stuff makes me crazy.
You know, it takes time to regain your balance. You have to trust me.
There we go. Can I leave now? I don't want to stay here. Please, Mom. I just want to go home.
They say you have to stay tonight, but I'll be right outside all night. And then I'll take you home tomorrow.
Here we go.
Laura, if we don't do anything to help Annalise, and I mean in a protected, safe environment, I'm worried that she may really hurt herself.
It's all right. It's okay.
let her be locked up like that. Mary was my patient. I wasn't able to help her, not enough to keep her stable. I won't let that happen again. So what are we talking about here? Worst case scenario? I think Annalise could be suffering a complete mental breakdown, as I believe Mary did. She's been working in the garden every day. I'm sure it seems to make her happy.
Come on, we've got houses to show. You've got to earn a living. This is just a few nights away.
She seems so fragile. I just don't think I should leave her at all.
Laura, she hasn't had any more episodes. She'll be fine.
Annalise, I've got to go to work for a while, but I'm wearing my beeper, so you can call me if you need me.
I'll be fine.
Bye.
Bye.
And Jack fell down and broke the crown, and Jill came
Time for your bath, Heather.
I want Daddy to do it.
I know.
Go ahead, Doofus. I'll come up in a minute. Bye.
I saw the editor of the paper, and he wants to know if the rumors are true about a ghost at the Cliff House. He wants to write a story.
Well, I'll talk to him tomorrow. I'll tell him to mind his own business.
The entire town is gossiping about her being possessed by your daughter, Mary.
Never should have let Cynthia talk me into taking in renters. I don't want anybody in that house.
Why don't you just sell the house and be done with it?
I can't.
What are you so afraid of?
What if Mary is really in that house?
Mary ran away. That's what you
What if
said.
Mary didn't run away? What if she's dead? I know it's crazy. Annalise said that Mary was waiting for me.
You certainly don't believe that there's a ghost in that house. This girl, Annalise, is seriously disturbed. You've got to stop this. You've got to protect our family. Heather is your daughter, too.
Time to leave. Before things get out of hand.
Wow.
So where do we begin? How do I find a killer?
That's Johnny.
He won't believe me. Thinks you killed your mother.
And you believe me? Don't worry. You can make him believe. Johnny's gotta have a life. He needs someone to hold on to. A warm touch. At least I know he will have you.
How do you know I want him?
Because I know you. I've seen the way you watch him. The way you look at him in those jeans of his.
I don't know if it's me so much that wants them. Or you. I looked for you at the station.
Closed.
Where's your engine?
Finished?
Maybe you'll give me a ride sometime?
Probably goes a little too fast for you.
Well, you never know until you try it. Where's your problem?
I didn't expect this to happen.
Yeah, well, me neither, but it happened.
I stood by and watched Mary go crazy in that house. I can't go through that again.
Is that why you won't let me into your life?
I'm dealing with the facts of life now, Annalise. I got the facts down now. I got them down real good.
Oh, yeah? Oh. What would happen if I kissed you right now?
I'd be kissing you this time, Annalise.
Yeah. Yeah, just me. You're afraid, aren't you? About what they'll say if you're with me?
I care about you. It's one of the facts I'm dealing with.
Glad I needed to hear that. Look, we both got lost for a little while. But if we can help Mary, maybe we can find our way back.
I'll help you. What about after?
After. I'm Annalise Phillum. I'm a patient here. We met the other day.
Oh, yes, I remember. How are you feeling?
Much better.
Good. You look better.
I have a question about my medication. The prescription. I was wondering if you can tell me exactly what it is.
Have you taken any of these?
Yeah. They seem to make everything pretty weird.
Would you excuse me a moment, please?
Doctor.
This could have a devastating effect on someone with that diagnosis.
Well, what do I do?
Cover your ass.
Who gave you these?
Daniel Ruff gave them to me.
Oh, I'll ask her about it. I'll
That's
get...
okay. You know, it's probably my mistake. I may have mixed up the pills in the medicine cabinet.
I think I'd better hold on to these.
I want my pills. Give me my... You know, if that nurse calls Danielle, she's gonna find out we know about the medicine.
You can't lose it like that. They're just waiting for you to screw up.
You know, if I was still taking those jagged little pills, I'd be a zombie by now. I think she did the same thing to Mary. You gotta tell me what you know, Johnny. We're trying to find a killer.
You never think it was kind of odd that Clay married his daughter's shrink?
A man's wife dies. He marries a family therapist who comforts him. Probably happens all the time.
But what if he was getting comforting before he found his wife dead?
You know that for a fact?
I followed him home one night. He wasn't getting any therapy, I'll tell you that much.
If someone killed Mary, where's her body?
They could have put her anywhere. They could have dumped her in the ocean.
She said she was trapped here, and that's the word she used. Her body has to be here. You know, he didn't want me digging in the garden out by the cliff.
Rose where her heart would have been. Like he loved her.
Let's get the cops. Let's yank Mr. Clayroff out of his mansion.
Maybe we can make Clay admit what he did. Make him face his daughter.
Fine job, Mr. Roth.
What are you doing here?
It's been a while since I was here. You invited me here 5 years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
So is Annalise falling for that small town, tough guy routine, huh? Not enough for you to latch on to Mary. You go and get yourself another unstable girl to play with, right?
I saw you and Danielle together before your wife died. I told Mary the truth, but she didn't believe me.
You get out of here! She trusted you! You get out of here, or I'll have you thrown in jail.
She found out the truth. That's why she went crazy.
Get out of here!
We found something of yours in the garden.
What did you say?
What did you do, Mr. Clayroff?
She was abusive and violent, and it was completely unprovoked. I was just trying to help her with her medication. I understand. I think she's psychotic. The only thing that keeps me from pressing charges is your promise that she will receive help.
I told you I didn't want anyone digging you. Johnny said you had something to show me.
Yeah, it's in the house. So where is Johnny? Didn't he bring you here?
He said he'd meet us. He's right behind. Where's your mother?
She went to town.
Let's take a look.
Why didn't you ever come back to the house?
Things I didn't want to remember.
You thought I fell asleep, didn't you? I can't fall asleep to just any bullshit.
The other day, when you played the piano, the melody you played. How did you know that?
I used to play it all the time. Song. Daddy, I played it for you.
Why do you call me Daddy?
No. Daddy, listen to me. Someone murdered Mama.
What?
I heard her screaming. I saw someone hitting her and she tried to cover her head, but they pushed her to the ground and they kicked her over the edge.
Annalise, where did you get that necklace?
You gave it to me on my birthday.
You dug it up. You disturbed her peace.
Daddy, why won't you believe in me?
It's hard for me to believe in something I can't see with my own eyes.
Now you know how I felt. Trapped in here all those years. I could never leave this house.
What does he want from me?
I want you to tell the truth about Mama.
It was a tragedy, that's all.
Tell the truth, Daddy. Were you there that night she died? Daddy, don't lie anymore.
Danielle was pregnant with my child. She wanted me to leave him, but I couldn't. I went to my office to meet her, to tell her. That's when they called me to tell me your mother fallen off the cliff.
Is that the truth?
I loved your mother. Oh, God, I missed you.
I know, Daddy. I know.
I missed you.
Annalise, I have decided that the best thing is for you to be at the hospital for a while.
I won't go. I have to find who killed my mother.
Annalise, I am your mother.
Annalise! Annalise!
Get out of my home. You've caused enough trouble already.
You have to believe in her. She's just trying to save Mary. I can't see her either, but I know she's here.
I cannot believe in ghosts.
I didn't run away. I drowned in the bathtub.
Please don't do this.
No way. Let us speak.
I sank down into the red water, and then everything was quiet. I was traveling through this tunnel of light.
You said she ran away.
I found her floating in the tub. There were pills everywhere. She'd fallen and hit her head.
And then you came and pulled me out. You laid me on the floor, and somehow you got me breathing again.
Annalise, who told you all of this?
I heard your voice. You said, please don't go. I can't lose you too. And your words brought me right back to my body. Daddy had hurt to be brought back.
Clay, is this true?
She started breathing again just for a moment. And then she said, Mama, in a calm voice. And your heart stopped. Just like you decided it. I never told anybody that.
Oh my God.
You dressed me in my blue dress. My favorite one. And you carried me out. But I couldn't go with my body. Daddy, I was trapped here.
Annalise, I believe in you. I'm so sorry.
Mary?
You buried her like she was a dead dog!
I thought I had to do something to protect her name so they wouldn't know she'd pushed her mother off a cliff.
She would never hurt anyone. I think you killed her.
I loved her. More than my own life.
Mary?
hot in here.
Annalise. You've wrecked everything. I was carrying his baby, but she was his wife. Why? I'm the only one that deserved to be his wife. You killed Mary's mother. I didn't really kill her. I replaced her. And then I had to get rid of little Mary. Everything was fine until you came along. This is completely your fault. She trusted you with her secrets. You were the only one who knew she was in that house alone. She was so drugged up on your pills, she couldn't even fight back when you held her under the water.
It's all my fault. I should have taken medication.
There. Now everything is back to normal. For a long time, I thought it was possible that I had made it all up. About Mary. That I imagined her.
Do you like it?
Mm-hmm. It's real pretty. It's just like I hoped it would be. I have to go now. You'll always be my sister.
Mary, what's it like? On the other side.
It's such a feeling. Go with you. I'll wait for you. On the other side.
Mary was real, all right. I believe in anything. I believe in her.
Now Mary's made. That movie was like a. That shit was like an emotional roller coaster. I thought that movie was gonna end like 16 times, and it didn't. I said, oh, there it goes. Oh, nah, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's it. No. Yep, that's over. Nah. Oh, that's the killer. No. Fucking Betty Boo Boo time. That's right. I could switch this. I could switch this right after I smoke this cigarettes, sis. What's up, boo? I'm not, I didn't like you, boo. That's all. Jeez. I can't say nothing good about you. Jeez. I say, boo, she goes, wow. doing in there? Stop fighting. Alright, I just made the transfer from bedroom, living room to bedroom, public domain, my bed, and here I come. I can't see the comments, but hello everybody. Nell, Melissa Elizabeth, Sabrina Sanders, Kate Caterson, Rebecca Suzanne, Rebecca Lynn. I say everybody's name tonight, at least once. I let that movie Buried Secrets, that really put me down. That took everything I had out of me. I'm not gonna survive through anything now, any movie. That was it for me. That was such a good movie. I had to catch myself from falling asleep 4 times. There's a little something missing over here.
That damned editor's cut the best part of my review.
I noticed it. You really ought to have...
there's something wrong with that plug. Who's making all that noise out here?
That damned editor's cut the best part of my review.
So I noticed, dear. You really ought to have a serious chat with him.
God. My most provocative comment, too. Where I said the leading lady attacked her role with both hands, strangled her to death. Maxwell here. Yes, I'm the chairman of the Bermondsey Housing and Redevelopment Committee. But really, Constable, you don't need me for that. Well, if you feel that I'm the only one who can handle it, yes. Yes, I'll be there within the hour. Apparently some squatters have settled in the ruin of that old tenement that we're tearing down. Have to throw them out.
What's it for you, George?
Yes, they need someone with real authority.
You have the Critics' Circle meeting. You don't want to miss it.
No doubt I can handle this little matter in a very few moments.
Please don't go, George.
Hmm?
Let someone else do it.
Why? What's worrying you?
I had such a bad dream last night. We were at the zoo. There was a terrible storm and lightning broke open the lions' cages.
Well,
We ran from the animals, George, but you fell. Before I could help, they were on you. They tore me to pieces.
I'm not going anywhere near the zoo today, my dear. Oh, you might ring Perry Devlin and tell him that I'll probably be a bit late for the critics' meeting.
George, I read your horoscope this morning. It said March is a difficult month. You're to avoid unexpected engagements.
The Ides of March, eh? Well, we must not put our faith in dreams and horoscopes. That's me, my love. I'll call you later.
But my punk ass smoked his last cigarette. Take my punk ass to bed.
Not all constables, only too happy to help the police in the performance of their duty.
Stopping it, officer. I'm afraid you're going to have to be very firm.
Yeah, well, let's get on with it then. Go. property. Out. Out. Come on. You hear me? Get out. I want all of you out of here. Come on. Get up. Come on in. You heard? Get out. Get out there. All of you. You've got to get out. You heard me. Come on then. There's no trouble here. Come on.
I still got some good Snicker eggs. Who's that? Ali Bradinsky? Ali Cat? Ali Cat?
Constable. Constable. A little help here.
That's it. There's my punk ass bedtime. I got the remotes. Oh shit. I am one remote. Oh no, not. I'm tired. This movie's good. This is a good movie. Something different.
Oh, pardon me, thou bleeding piece of earth, that I am meek and gentle with these butchers.
It's you. But you're dead.
No. No, another critical miscalculation on your part, dear boy. I am well. It is you who are dead. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. Here under leave of Brutus and the rest, come I to speak in Caesar's
Bless you, bro.
He was my friend,
Bless you, little
faithful and
Brookie,
just
man.
to me.
Bless
But
you,
Brutus
that's
said he
right.
was ambitious,
That's my
and
dude.
Brutus is an honorable man. He has brought many captives
Yeah,
home to
little,
Rome.
we got a little gold and a little
Ransoms did
hairball
the
in there.
general coffers fill? Did this in Caesar seem ambitious?
You're a young pup. You're a young pup. You got a long life ahead of you, bro.
Stop, I haven't finished yet. Stage manager. Discipline in the theater is your responsibility. Please to enforce it immediately.
Shit. I didn't want to play that movie. I'm sorry I did. I've seen it a million times. This is one of my favorite movies. I don't know why. I don't know why, so don't ask me. If you've only seen it once or twice, you're about to see it for the whole night. I get solitude when I listen to this movie for some reason. It just feels good. This is based off of that movie, I Am Legend. This is the original I Am Legend. If you ask me,
Another day to live through. Better get started.
because I gotta, this is, I don't want to play House on Haunted Hill over and over again. A lot of people like that movie.
December 1965.
But it's haunting for me.
Is that all it has been since I inherited the world? Only 3 years. Seems like 100 million.
I got 6 cats. They're all happy. They all play. They're all girls. So they go in and out of heat. And they flare up. I put some toys out there tonight, so they're going to be playing with toys. I can't sleep good knowing that they might be out there scratching each other's eyes out over the little toys I put out. They run like rabbit lions. They go like rabbit lions. There's one in my face. That's Brooke.
The eye on the world. An empty, dead, silent world.
Hey, Brooke. Brooke, you want to get, what's up? You want to get under the blanket?
More of them for the pit.
Come on.
Every day there are more of them. They live off the weak ones and leave them for the pit.
Get under the blanket. Where you go? Come on, Brooke. You're goofy, Brooke. You gonna sneeze on me again, bro?
KOKW calling. Come in.
Oh, what you doing, bro?
KOKW calling. I'm on international frequency. Come in.
Trying to eat this candy without the cats getting there on it. I'm tired of eating fur. Everything I try to eat, fur. I let my cats. I don't get mad when they crawl over me when I eat. See, they got a butt in my face right now. They're Snickers bar in a butt. Come on, bull. This is mine.
There was a time when eating was pleasurable. Now it bores me. Just fuel for survival. I'll settle for coffee and orange juice this morning. But first there's my life consider. I'd better replace that garlic.
Brooke, you know I play with you, girl.
More. Lots.
I'm tired, Brooke. I'm tired.
I can't afford the luxury of anger.
Here, Brooke.
Anger
Get
can
under
make me
that.
vulnerable.
Go ahead.
It can
I
destroy
know
my
you can get
reason,
under
and
it.
reason's the only advantage I have over them. I've got to find where they hide during the day. Uncover every one of them. Now, where did I finish off yesterday? Madison Street to 31st Avenue. 11 kills. Over 3 years. And there's more than half the city I haven't searched. Just wide enough to keep the flesh apart so their body seal can't function. And how many more of these will I have to make before they're all destroyed? They want my blood. Their lives are mine. I still get squeamish. Wait. That garlic. I better put it back where it belongs. I can't live a heartbeat away from hell. Forget it.
Whoa, 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 where you at, whoa? Come on, Brooke, what you doing, bro? Come on, man, bro. Come on, man, cut it. You smell like a tiny kitty. Get out my face, bro. Yeah, that's a good girl. Ow! You bite me, bro.
I'm out of gas. That means one more stop I'll have to make.
Alright, now I'm going to bed, bro. You bite me. Boo, boo. My boo. You my little boo, bro. Ow! You bite me again? Ah, you bite me. I'll bite you back, bro.
I can get rid of them later. Right now, I'm out of gas.
See, Brooke just got, she knows I was tired. She said, let me get my couple pets out. I'm out. Let me get my couple pets in and I'm out. That's exactly what she did. She jumped under the blanket, ran out, and she got her little OCD off. Love you guys. Night, night. This is easy falling asleep to this movie. It's like I don't even fall asleep. I just listen to it all the time. There's 2 comfy pillows and a blanket. I can't even turn this way because I'm too tired. I'm dancing for a year straight. Every day for a year. No break.
Still fresh. But I'll take only what I need. They've gotta last. They can wait too. I've got my life to worry about. Those mirrors have to be replaced before dark. Square blocks to search. How many of them still exist? How long will I have to keep up this search? too much time left. It'll be dark in an hour. And now, 12 long hours before the sun will rise and drive them back to darkness.
Morgan, come out! Come out! Morgan, come out! Come out!
Another day. Another day to start all over again.
Graves. Graves. God, how I miss you. The sun's already set. He'll be everywhere. It's Morgan. Get in. Hey, Birds. Birds.
Yes? Oh no, my makeup, my hair.
Hey, where is everybody? All I can see
Hi, Ben.
I can hear children, but I can't see any children.
Uncle Ben! Uncle Ben!
Kathy. Open them and see. Open them and see.
Come.
Kathy.
Take a look at this.
It's highly theoretical, Ben.
Theoretical. Do I have to remind you that theory is the beginning of solution?
Is Europe's disease carried on the wind? Is it, Ben?
Could be.
And if it is,
It isn't, Verge.
is that what you really think, or just what you'd like to think?
I cannot accept half-baked theories that sell newspapers. I'm a scientist, not an alarmist.
You're whistling past the graveyard.
Is that a commentary on my work at the lab?
We both know how hard you've worked.
I'm sorry, Ben. I just can't accept the idea of universal disease.
Uncle Ben, you promised your cartridge.
All right, Kathy. Who can resist that face? All right. Card tricks. Card tricks.
Robert, is it possible this germ or virus could be airborne?
Anything is possible, Verge. The best brains in the world have been running through this thing with a fine-tooth comb. The germ is visible under a microscope, but it's not like any bacilli I ever known.
In what way?
It can't be destroyed by any process we've been able to uncover.
But with the whole world trying, there must be a solution.
Hey, Mommy, when are you gonna cut the cake?
Right now, our problem is to cut that cake.
Hey, Mommy! Hey, Mommy!
Coming!
Shit. was already sleeping. I just woke up in the middle of a sleep. I had to get this good old Snickers egg. I can't believe how quick I pass out and wake up. Movie's still on.
The wind wake you up?
It always does.
No.
How do you feel?
I'm all right.
Oh, don't get up, honey.
I'm not sick, Bob. I'll make
You don't have to.
I'll be all right. Go on and read your paper.
All right. Oh, sweetheart, look, if you don't feel well, please go back to bed.
I'm just a little tired, that's all. I wish somebody would find a vaccine.
It's all we're working on at the lab, Verge. Maybe you better not send her to school today.
All right. You think you should go to work?
I have to.
Oh, Bob. Bob. I'm so frightened.
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
Well?
The bacilli are multiplying.
That kicks the bone marrow theory in the head.
This specimen shows a higher white count than when I put it on the slide. Those cells are still living, Dr. Mercer, off one another.
There has to be an answer. You heard that all communications are ended outside the continental limits?
Yes, I heard.
That leaves it in our laps. So we keep trying. Where's Cortman?
Well, he should be here by now.
You two stay on this virus theory until I decide it's exhausted.
Right.
Yes, sir? Morgan will fill you in.
All right, sir. And what did the great man of science have to say today? More of the usual?
Oh, he's trying, Ben, just like the rest of us.
And nothing works. The streets are swarming with truckloads of bodies that they're throwing into that god-awful pit. And the dedicated Dr. Mercer goes on with his plodding, unimaginative approach.
You have a better idea?
Maybe. At least it involves imagination.
Ben, it's as simple as this. An unknown germ is being blown around the world. It's highly contagious and it's reached plague proportions.
And you don't believe some of the dead have come back?
Now let's get to work.
And why are they burning the bodies? Why don't they bury them?
Because it's the best known way to control the contagion, to keep the germ from spreading.
That's what we've always believed at any rate.
You'd prefer us to believe in vampires?
If they exist, yes. There are stories being told, Bob.
By people who are out of their minds with fear.
Maybe. But there are too many to be just coincidental. Stories about people who have died and have come back.
They're stories, Ben, stories.
And why are the infected people always so tired in the daytime? Why can't they stand the sunlight? Why are they only seen at night?
Come here. Look.
I know it's look.
Now, is this bacilli or isn't it?
It doesn't alter.
And this bacilli is found in the blood of every infected person, or isn't it?
To show me germs is not to refute these stories, Bob. Point is, if there are vampires, they exist in spite of these germs.
Come on, let's get to work.
station will continue its around-the-clock coverage of this national disaster. And now, we switch you to the state capitol, where His Excellency, the Governor, is speaking from the Executive Mansion.
Further, I have, in conjunction with the federal government, declared this state to be a disaster area. The public health is dependent on bodies of the deceased being burned. You must notify the health department immediately if you have a plague victim in your home. Under no circumstances should you gather publicly. In view of the dire emergency that exists, I intend to...
Anything new?
Huh? No, nothing new. Nothing.
Mommy, where are you? Mommy, I can't see. Mommy.
I'm going to call the doctor.
I said no. Urge, there's nothing they can do.
We can't just let her lie there.
Well, this way she has a chance. If you call a doctor, he'll report it. Do you want that?
Mommy, help me. Mommy. Mommy, please help me. Mommy, help me.
How can you be so sure she...
Blindness is one of the symptoms. You're not to call a doctor under any circumstances. No one is to come into this house. Now remember that.
Mommy. Mommy. Mommy, where are you?
I've got to pick Ben Cortman up on the way to the lab. No one is to come into this house. Now remember that. Who's there? It's me, Ben. We're late. Ben, what's the matter with you?
Nothing, and I'm going to keep it that way.
Ben, look, let's talk about this.
There's nothing to talk about. You think I'm out of my mind. You laughed at me and my theory. You might be one of them.
Ben, look, you're ill. You ought to see a doctor.
No doctors. You take care of your life, I'll take care of mine. Now get away from here. You understand? Get away from here!
If you're looking for anybody but me, forget it.
Are they all gone?
That's right.
Is there any hope from the latest reports?
No, not yet. But believe me, Morgan, we'll find an answer.
When, Doctor? We need it right now. I need it.
You're the only one who wasn't afraid to come here today.
What's going to happen, Dr. Mercer? Is everybody in the world going to die before someone finds the answer?
No, I don't think so. I don't deny there's some strange evolutionary process going on, but mankind won't be destroyed. The fact that you and I are working here today is evidence of that.
All right, let's roll.
When? When?
I called the doctor. I had to.
I told you not to call anyone.
Mom, she was blind. She couldn't see. She kept reaching out her hands, groping for me. And all of a sudden, she was gone. When they came in, I tried to stop them. They took her.
I saw a truck out there. Was that it? Was it?
I'm sorry, lady. There's nothing I can do. Let that truck through. Get out of the way. Get back, folks. Nobody's allowed out there. Please, all of you, get behind those lines. Look sharp there. Move. Move along. Make way for that truck. Make way. Hey, you, mister. Come back. Come back.
Did this truck just come in from Market Street? I said, did this truck just come in from Market Street?
Mister, I don't know. Hey, you don't belong in here. Get out. I said get out.
I want my daughter.
Mister, a lot of daughters are in there, including my own.
put you there, French. I promise. I won't let them put you there.
Portman thinks he can get to me by destroying my car. His wits are getting dull. This convertible would be nice. Probably handles well. But I can't think of comfort. There was a time when I shopped for a car. Now I'm looking for a hearse. This station wagon will have to do. Alive. It's alive. Wait! Don't run away! Come back here! Don't run away! Come back! Come back here! Wherever he is, I've got to find him. If I have to search every street, every house, every alley, every inch of this town, I've got to find him. Come back! Hey, boy, where are you? Where are you, pal? Come here. They're dead. They've been staked. But these are made of iron. That wood. Like mine. Someone else is alive in this world. But where are they? Where are they hiding? How many are there? Where did they come from? Why haven't I seen them? This is Robert Morgan. If somebody can hear me, answer me. For God's sake, answer me. This is KOKW calling. KOKW calling. Answer me. So you finally decided to come back. It's all right, boy. Good boy. Oh, no. Don't worry, boy. You're gonna be all right. Yes, you are. There, now we've got Got you all cleaned up. You're gonna feel better. Gonna put you down here now and you can rest. Got you all cleaned up. There you go. Rest. Oh. You know they're out there, don't you? You poor, driven thing. Everything's gonna be all right. Nobody's gonna hurt you. Everything's gonna be all right. All right. You're going to get better. We're gonna have lots of happy times together. You'll see, everything's gonna be fine. What's the use? Wait, I'm not gonna hurt you. Can't you understand? Wait! Wait! I'm not going to hurt you. Wait! 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 I couldn't be out here in the daylight if I was one of them. You know that they can't come out until sundown. Do you want to come with me or do you want to face them? feeling better?
Yes,
Would you like a cup of coffee?
thank you. You seem very well organized here.
Yeah.
My name is Ruth Collins. I was married. I lost my husband. You are alone? You were married.
Yes.
Children?
A daughter.
What are you doing? Please stop, please. Stop it, please. You're making me sick.
Why do you turn away? Why do you turn away? You are infected.
No.
Infected systems are allergic to garlic.
You think I'm one of them?
You will be.
You've made up your mind just because I...
You can't change the facts by talking.
Facts? What facts? That I got sick? I've had a sensitive stomach all my life. I saw my husband killed, torn to pieces right in front of our house. I've been wandering ever since. Hiding at night, not eating more than scraps. Sick with mourning, sick with fear, unable to sleep. Then you shouted at me. You chased me across a field, hit me, dragged me to this house. And to top it all, when I get sick because you shove a piece of reeking garlic in my face, you tell me I'm infected.
Where are
Let
you
me
going?
go.
You can't go out there. It's almost sunset.
Let me go,
You
I
can't
said.
go out there now. In a few
I don't
minutes, the
care.
streets will be full
Let
of.
me go.
At
I don't
least let me give you a
care.
blood test.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
You must be hungry. I'll fix you some dinner. You know, you should eat.
I can't. You seem used to them.
Oh, as much as anybody could be. I'm not frightened of them anymore, if that's what you mean. Oh, I protect myself against them, but only because there's so many. Individually, they're weak, mentally incompetent, like animals after a long famine. If they weren't,